Welcome back to the Expensive Coins History channel. Are you holding a 2004 Washington quarter with a P mint mark in your coin collection or loose change? You might be surprised to learn that this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth far more than face value. In fact, some rare varieties of this quarter have sold for hundreds and even thousands of dollars. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating history behind the 2004 P Washington quarter, examine why some of them are highly valuable, and break down the current coin market in 2025. Stick around, because your pocket change might just hold a hidden treasure. The 2004 Washington quarter is part of the wildly popular 50-state quarters program launched by the United States Mint in 1999. This program honored each of the 50 states with a unique reverse design issued in the order they ratified the Constitution or were admitted to the Union. In 2004, 5 new quarters were released representing the states of Michigan, Florida, Texas, Iowa, and Wisconsin. These coins were struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, indicated by the P and D mint marks respectively. The obverse of each coin features the familiar portrait of George Washington, originally sculpted by John Flanagan in 1932. The reverse features state-specific artwork selected through a combination of public input and design commissions. While most 2004 P Washington quarters are only worth their face value, certain rare varieties and mint errors can command a premium in the collector market. The most notable among these is the Wisconsin Extra Leaf variety. In the Wisconsin State Quarter, an image of a cow, cheese, and an ear of corn represent the state's agricultural heritage. However, in late 2004, collectors began noticing an unusual feature. Some quarters featured an extra leaf on the left side of the corn husk. There are 2 known varieties of this error, the Extra Leaf Low and the Extra Leaf High. Both were only discovered on quarters minted in Philadelphia, making the 2004 P Wisconsin quarter with these varieties incredibly valuable. Experts believe that these varieties were caused either by accidental die gouges or deliberate alterations made during the die creation process. These coins are far rarer than regular issues. Estimates suggest that only a few thousand of each variety were accidentally released into circulation. Now, let's talk numbers. As of 2025, here are the current market values for the 2004 P Washington quarter. Standard 2004 P quarters from Michigan, Florida, Texas, and Iowa, in circulated condition, are generally worth between 25 cents and 50 cents. In uncirculated condition, these coins can fetch $1 to $2 each. For coins in certified mint state 65 or higher, prices can range from $5 to $15, depending on the specific state and demand. The 2004 P Wisconsin Extra Leaf High and Extra Leaf Low varieties are where things get exciting. In circulated condition, these coins typically sell for between $150 and $300. However, coins in mint state condition, especially those graded MS65 and above, have reached auction prices of over $1,000. In 2025, these error quarters continue to be highly sought after by collectors. The market remains strong, with consistent demand and limited supply, especially for high-grade specimens. So, how do you know if your 2004 P Washington quarter is worth big money? First, look for the mint mark. It should appear on the obverse, to the right of Washington's ponytail. The P indicates that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Next, check the reverse. If your coin is a Wisconsin State quarter, carefully inspect the corn husk. Use a magnifying glass or smartphone zoom to look for an extra leaf pointing either downward or upward. Near the left side of the corn, the Extra Leaf Low appears as a short, thick leaf curving downward below the left side of the corn. The Extra Leaf High appears higher up and curves more sharply upward. If you find either variety, do not clean the coin. Cleaning can reduce its value significantly. Instead, consider having it graded by a reputable third-party grading service such as PCGS or NGC. Collectors love the 2004 P Wisconsin error quarters because of their mystery, scarcity, and relatively recent discovery. They're a standout in modern coinage and remain one of the most iconic errors in the State Quarter series. As of 2025, interest in modern coin collecting has seen a resurgence, driven in part by younger collectors entering the hobby through online platforms and coin hunting challenges. Coins with known varieties and a compelling story, like the 2004 P Wisconsin error, have performed well in auctions and private sales. While not every 2004 P quarter is worth a fortune, the possibility of finding a valuable variety in circulation still excites collectors and treasure hunters alike. There you have it, the complete story behind the 2004 P Washington quarter. From its place in American numismatic history to the rare era varieties that can fetch serious money, this coin proves that even pocket change can carry immense value. We're diving deep into one of the most talked about coins in modern U.S. numismatics, the 1987 Washington quarter, specifically those without a mint mark. Whether you're a casual collector, a seasoned numismatist, or just someone curious about whether your pocket change could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, this video is for you. Grab a notebook, sit back, and let's uncover the story, value, and current market of the 1987 no-mint mark Washington quarter. The Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It quickly became a staple of American currency, replacing the standing Liberty quarter and maintaining a consistent design for over 65 years. The 1987 quarter is part of the modern, clad era, meaning it was minted after the United States transitioned from 90% silver coinage to copper-nickel clad coins in 1965. By 1987, quarters were struck at three major mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from Philadelphia traditionally had no mint mark, while Denver issues carry a D mint mark, and San Francisco proofs carry an S. Now here's where things get interesting: the lack of a mint mark on a 1987 quarter does not automatically make it rare. However, some of these coins exhibit unusual features, and in extremely high-grade condition or with certain errors, they can be worth significantly more than face value. Many collectors misunderstand the significance of the missing mint mark. In most cases, quarters minted in Philadelphia will not have a mint mark. That was standard until 1980, when the Philadelphia Mint began adding a P mint mark to most denominations, but not always consistently for all coin types. By 1987, the Philadelphia Mint did place a P on quarters. So, finding a 1987 quarter with no mint mark can be confusing. Was it an error? Was it intentional? Here's what we know: some 1987 quarters lacking the P mint mark may be true mint errors, where the mint mark was accidentally left off due to a filled die or other mechanical issue during striking. These are rare and can command a premium, especially if authenticated by a third-party grading service. The vast majority of 1987 no-mint mark quarters, however, were indeed produced in Philadelphia and are standard business strikes. The key to distinguishing a valuable piece from a common one lies in condition, strike quality, and certified grading. So, how do you know if your 1987 quarter is worth more than 25 cents? Let's break it down into three main factors. 1. Grade and condition. Grading is essential. A circulated 1987 quarter with no mint mark is usually worth face value. But if your coin is in mint state, meaning it has never been circulated and retains full luster, it may be worth more. Coins graded MS 65 and above begin to attract collector interest. MS 67 and MS 68 examples are considered condition rarities and can fetch strong prices at auction. 2. Mint errors and varieties. Errors are a whole different category. Look out for die cracks, double dies, off-center strikes, missing clad layer, coin struck on the wrong planchet. If your coin exhibits any of these features, it's time to consult a coin dealer or submit it for professional grading. 3. Proof versus business strike. Proof coins minted in San Francisco will have a mirror-like finish and an S mint mark. If you have a proof quarter with no mint mark, now you're in potentially rare territory, as that would suggest a significant minting error. Let's move on to current values as of mid-2025. As always, the coin market fluctuates, but based on recent auctions and dealer listings, here's a general breakdown. Circulated 1987 no mint mark quarters, worth face value. Unless in exceptional condition, uncirculated examples in MS-63 to MS-64, between $2 to $5. MS-65, around $10 to $20, depending on I appeal. And strike quality. MS-66, approximately $30 to $50. MS-67 and above, can range from $100 up to $300 or more. These high-grade examples are scarce and in demand among registry set collectors. Mint errors, such as missing mint mark anomalies authenticated as true striking errors, have sold at auction for between $250 to $1,500. Depending on the severity and uniqueness of the error. It's important to note that the price is always higher for coins that are professionally graded by PCGS or NGC, especially if the coin is encapsulated with an error designation or a high mint state grade. Now you might ask, just how rare are valuable 1987 no mint mark quarters? In terms of total mintage, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 600 million quarters in 1987. So in general, these coins are not rare. But coins in pristine condition, or with documented mint errors, are where rarity enters the equation. In recent years, collectors have turned more attention to modern coins in high grade, especially as older silver and key date coins become increasingly expensive. Registry collectors compete to own the finest graded examples of every date and mint combination, and this has driven up prices for top-grade 1987 quarters. Error collectors also actively seek out missing mint marks, die varieties, and off-metal strikes from the 1980s, a decade known for some interesting minting mistakes. If you think you have a valuable 1987 quarter, here are a few tips. Get it graded. Use services like PCGS or NGC for authentication and to maximize your coin's resale value. Research current auction results. Check heritage auctions, great collections, or eBay sold listings to compare. Avoid polishing or cleaning the coin, this can significantly reduce its value. Store it properly. Use a coin flip or slab to avoid damaging the surface. For those looking to invest in modern coins, finding pristine examples or certified mint errors can be a smart way to diversify your collection, especially as prices continue to rise for condition rarities in the clad era.so. There you have it, a deep dive into the 1987 no mint mark Washington quarter. While most are common, a small percentage can be worth real money under the right circumstances. Whether it's a high-grade example or a unique error coin, your spare change could be hiding a hidden gem. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next breakdown on rare and valuable coins. Have you found a 1987 no mint mark quarter recently? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.